play competency. We're not playing anything for them. And there's nothing. Well, we used to have something. Every 2 weeks. Do you have access to play something if you need to? No.
That's one of those procedures.
While we're reading for that, my tricks on it.
Some sort of blue. I think there is some sort of like background.
Find background music to play as they march. Doesn't have to be loud. It's background.
Yeah.
Check 1, 2. Check.
Let's go. I know, right? Oh, I remember back in the day, like they used to do the scholarships at graduation because there were so few of them. Right.
Hanging off the roof.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, we did okay. Thanks, Rich. He knew what he was doing, your boy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the commencement exercises for Hampton Bays High School. My name is Rich Berlin, and today I will graciously act as your guide and narrator for the procession that will very soon enter the tent, thus marking the beginning of today's events. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, please note that the aisleways must remain clear as a safe passageway in the unlikely event of an emergency. Please take notice of our school safety team, led by Mr. John Moran, who are with us today acting as marshals. We appreciate your cooperation with any special requests they make to ensure your safety and comfort during today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, for your comfort and convenience, professional photographers from LifeTouch Studios are with us today. All graduates will receive a photo of him or herself receiving their diploma in the mail this summer, and candid shots as well. Parents and loved ones, we ask that you please do not crowd the aisleways to get that special shot. This will help keep our aisles safe and will prevent blocking the view of our other guests today. Additionally, we welcome Southampton Town Television, who is filming today's commencement exercises. This summer, you can relive today's ceremony on Channel 22, with copies being made available to any and all interested graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, as we approach the hour of 12 o'clock, please note that the processional is beginning to assemble at the entrance to the high school gymnasium. Leading today's processional will be the graduation candidates of Hampton Bays High School. With the girls forming on your right and the boys on your left, they will march to the entrance of the tent and then turn to the center line, thus acting as honor guards for our distinguished guests.
Yeah.
Leading the class of 2017 and carrying the school mace is Alexander Mackel, senior class president. Leading the graduates on your right is Eric Norskiva, the valedictorian of the class of 2017. Leading the graduates on your left is Nicholas Cole, the salutatorian of the class of 2017.
Another round of applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I direct your attention to the entrance of the tent and introduce you to, from our high school, Mr. Eric Ferraro and our honorable high school faculty.
Hey, represent.
From our middle school, Mr. Dennis Shuck, Mr. Anthony DiMaggio, and our prestigious middle school faculty. From the Hampton Bays Elementary School, Mr. Mark Meyer and our esteemed elementary school faculty. Our district administrators, Amy Sullivan, Larry Luce, Mark Pagano, Drew Walker, and Diane Fox. Our Board of Education, Rich Joslin, Kevin Springer, Michael Dunn, Dot Capuano, and Liz Scully. The Honorable Fred Thiel, New York State Assemblyman, and today's commencement speaker. Lars Clemency, Superintendent of Schools, and Christopher Richard, High School Principal and Master of Ceremonies. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to the familiar refrain of Pomp and Circumstance, performed by our Hampton Bays High School and Alumni Symphonic Band, it is my pleasure to present to you the Hampton Bays High School Class of 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud and honored to introduce to you the esteemed principal of the Hampton Bays High School, Mr. Chris Richard.
Thank you, Mr. Berglund. Please be seated. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Christopher Richard, and it is my honor to serve as the principal of Hampton Bays High School. On behalf of the Board of Education, administration, faculty, staff, our guests, and of course the class of 2017, I welcome you to the commencement exercises at the Hampton Bays Union Free School District. Ladies and gentlemen, before I continue with the formal program, I must take care of a few housekeeping chores. Exits are marked at the tent. Refreshments, especially water, are available in the PTSA tent located adjacent to the high school. Restrooms are available in the high school as well. By New York State law, there is no smoking permitted anywhere on school grounds. We also ask that photographers refrain from blocking the view of others. Aisleways must be kept clear for the comfort and safety of our guests. Please silence all electronic communication devices at this time. And as Mr. Berglund announced, we are proud to have with us professional photographers and a film crew from Southampton Public Television. Photos and videos will be available for all graduates this summer. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we welcome and call upon the American Legion Hand Alders Post number 924 Color Guard to present the colors. And as Wendy Moreno, the third ranking member of the class of 2017, leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance. And please remain standing as select members of the senior class lead us in the singing of the national anthem.
Let's go right face. Present.
On.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of
Right shoulder, on. Left shoulder, right face. Forward, march.
Thank you to the members of the American Legion Handholders Post number 924. Thank you, Wendy, and for our performers. Now, please turn your attention to those seated behind me. In addition to the distinguished school leadership team and dedicated Board of Education, please welcome our honored guest, commencement speaker, and New York State Assemblyman, the Honorable Fred Thiel.
I'm sorry, please be seated.
Seated on the risers behind me are members of the faculty from our three schools. In most cases, these teachers have influenced the learning lives of our graduates since kindergarten, and we are appreciative of their presence here today. I ask that these faculty members stand as their names are called and remain standing until all have been recognized. Please withhold your applause until the end. From the elementary school, Wendy Alberti, June Eaton, Mary Beth Motz de Gonzalez, John Foster, Stephen Valero, and Katie Palmieri. From Hampton Bays Middle School, Christy Stevens, Jill Ross, Kathleen Callahan, Joan Crowley, Kathleen Dayton, Jonathan DeMori, Laura Fitzgibbon, Emily Gross, Caitlin Hanson, Janine Bishop, Jessica Sears, John Roche, Samantha Reynolds, Jean Poland, Marianne Pendlebury, Lori O'Halloran, Severio Niclario, and Carol Ann Mazer. from Hampton Bays High School. Let's begin with Lori Ackerson, who will be graduating with the class of Andrew Arbocas, Ed Bauman, Michael Carlson, Michelle de Blasio, Stephanie Forsberg, Charles Isbro, Katie Cox, Mary Beth Valenti, Edith Cunny, Jennifer Spoda, Vincent Russo, Jackie Rossi, Brittany Richter, Felipe Perez, Carla Pensa Johnson, Katie Niedema, seated with our band, Jennifer Halsey and Deborah Liso. And seated with our graduates, class advisors Melba Martinez and Michelle Maroon. And school counselors Tom Little and Angela Barrett. These faculty members have guided these students to this point in time as high school graduates. Please join the class of 2017 in a well-deserved round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to introduce Alexandra Mackles, the president of the class of 2017.
I'd like to welcome valued school board members, our local assemblyman Fred Thiel, esteemed Hampton Bays faculty and staff, our outstanding school leaders, Superintendent Mr. Clemenson, Vice Principal Mr. Ferraro, and Principal Mr. Richard, our gracious class advisors, Mrs. Marone and Mrs. Martinez, and not to forget parents, extended family, friends, and most importantly, my fellow graduates to today's commencement of the class of 2017. Before I begin, I'd like to thank the parents of the graduates here today. Your dedication to our education has brought us all here, and I hope you're all very proud. Especially thank you to my own mom and dad, because I don't know where I'd be without you cheering me on. You brought me to be fifth in the class and into an amazing university, and I couldn't tell you how grateful I am. Dad, I'd like to thank you for teaching me the rules of football so I know what was going on in my internship. You also inspired me to have the same passion for reading as you do, so now I know I'll always be learning. Mom, I'd like to thank you for driving me quite literally all over the country to lacrosse tournaments and on college tours, and for always calling the school to complain if you felt I was getting anything less than I deserved, even when I told you it wasn't that big of a deal. Thank you both for your endless support and for always encouraging me to be the best version of myself. Larry, I'd like to thank you for being an amazing role model in my life and for being my best friend. So, I figure there are many different paths I can take in today's speech. I could be nostalgic and recount our time here in Hampton Bays High School and say things like, hey, remember when that tire popped and we ought to do a lockdown? I could recite countless quotes about life beyond high school in an attempt to inspire you all to do something great. I can make this speech a platform to rant about all the things we got chipped out of, especially lip sync our sophomore year. I make this a personal account of my high school experience and talk about football games, band, finally dating the boy I had a huge crush on in middle school. Or becoming close with the pals, TM, snow bunnies, and those I grew up with. I could try to make this funny, but quite honestly, I don't really think anyone would laugh. So no matter what path I take, you're all equally as boring and a little bit cliche, so instead I decided to give an honest speech. High school was an experience. Some of it incredible and at times analogous to getting no likes on an Instagram post you even posted at prime time. With the heat and AC never working, it's a little miserable, and everything being a popularity contest is such a scam. Some other wrongs of high school include the cafeteria food, no hats, homework, no headphones. At this point, I'm not even sure we have the only Wi-Fi because it doesn't work. Being treated like children and expected to act like adults. Not being able to cheer names at basketball games. Having gym first period, the list goes on and on. What makes high school the worst is that we're forced to decide what we're going to do the rest of our lives at 17 or 18 years old when we still need a pass to go to the bathroom. Of course, it would be wrong for me to say high school was completely bad. Sporting events were always great because even if we didn't win, mostly everyone was there cheering us on as if we were winning a championship. Class night has been unforgettable, especially since I've never seen a class so proud to lose every single time. Not to forget the other things that made this year memorable, like SSD, the hunt, and our failure of a senior prank. Also worth mentioning is that when you go beneath the superficial layer of high school about popularity, sports, games, clubs, and homework, you see how it's shaped us. I can definitely say leaving the high school as a different person than I came in as, and I'm proud to say that. Everyone here has something special about high school that made the experience unique and molded them into the person they are today. Whether it's learning perseverance after deciding to specialize in the hardest race in track, opening up new perspectives on your surroundings from community experiences like Leo's Club, Key Club, or SET, or learning the new definition of family after being parts of a sports team and band, we all have someone to thank for making us into who we are. I was asked to give the opening speech today because I'm the class president. I was told to make a speech that would represent my class and give them some words of wisdom to inspire them to do things in the next chapter of their life. However, I find that kind of ironic. I mean, how am I supposed to have any more wisdom than any of you do? And the answer is, I really don't. And if I was better with words, the speech would probably be better too, but you're going to have to work with what I'm going to give you. I know I've said I wasn't going to take the route where I recite a lot of quotes, but since this is one, I figured it could slide. In the wise words of the great philosopher and Jedi Master Yoda, do or do not, there is no try. You must do what you want with your future. Do not do what society tells you, and don't try for excellence. Achieve it. I recently learned inspiration can be found anywhere. I had gone to see a Jack Johnson concert just last week, where he told the crowd a backstory to a couple songs. He was able to make hit songs by simply being inspired by a conversation with his son, remembering a list of supplies for a camping trip, trying to convince a professor to give him an extension on a paper, and of course, a last-minute forgotten anniversary present. Inspiration to do what you want with your future is tough to come by, especially at our age. What makes life after high school so complicated is we never know what to do with it. All of our schooling thus far has been pre-selected for us with limited choices and electives. So how are we supposed to know what we're really passionate about if that course has never been offered to us? How are we supposed to know what's going to make us wake up every day excited to go to work if we've never heard of it before? The answer is we won't, and we probably still won't until we switch our majors a couple times and bounce between jobs. Although, if every once in a while we stop to reminisce on the last time we were happy, not smiling for a photo or out with friends when you know you're supposed to be having a good time, but the last time you were genuinely happy. Your smile was genuine, you felt all warm and fuzzy, while your stress just seemed to melt away. That's where you'll find the answers you need to point you in the right direction for the future. Whether you have your future perfectly mapped out, you have no idea what you want to do with your life, or have a vague idea, that's completely okay. Never overlook your own happiness or the chance to have a good thing because you feel it's not your original plan or what society tells you to do. There's no set plan to life, and you have to keep yourself flexible to maintain a balance between happiness and reality. Take the leap of faith to do what inspires you. If plans change or certain things you hope for don't work out, who's to stress about it? Now is not the time to be making 6 figures, buying a house, and settling down with a family. Now is the time for us to be making mistakes and learning from them, gaining new experiences, trying things way beyond the comfort zone, and plain old being reckless just because we can. You must do what makes you happy, genuinely happy, not what mom, dad, or society says will make you happy. If the graduates before me were to close your eyes, close your eyes. Picture yourself as an old man or woman, just retired. What do you want in your vision? You can look back on a fulfilled life full of joy, love, and a burning passion for whatever makes your heart skip. Or do you want to look back on a life that wasn't your own, always appealing to others and what they wish to see of you, but never chasing your own dreams? A life where you can't remember the last time you said, "I had a great time," and meant it. Now open your eyes and get ready to make your life yours. As we depart today's commencement as graduates and no longer students in high school, I hope all of you before me see this as an opportunity. Be the person you want to be and do what scares you. Be true to yourself and don't wait until college, a career, or a family to transform you into the person you want to be or make you magically an adult. Go make it happen by whatever means possible and look for inspiration in everything you do because you never know where you're going to find it. Congratulations, class of 2017. Be carefree, be reckless, and be without regrets. Thank you for putting up with me throughout high school, and I hope you all find your happiness.
Thank you, Alex. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the Hampton Bays High School Salutatorian, Nicholas Cole. Jake will be attending Roger Williams University this fall to study architecture. Nicholas.
Welcome, friends, family, faculty, administration, board members, and because she asked me to, Amelia Salvatore. We are gathered here today to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2017 and to look forward to the future with great expectations. However, we cannot do so without first acknowledging the past. Today, I'd like to discuss something that none of us have enough of: time. The past represents our childhood. It is the thing that has made us who we are today. Many people say that your past does not affect who you are right now, but I don't believe that this is true. Every decision that you have made and event that you have witnessed has helped contribute to who you are today. I have known many of today's graduates since preschool, and I'm happy to say that I am proud of who they have become. The past 15 years have been a roller coaster, yet all of us have managed to come out on top. There have been many ups and downs, but we have strived through, and now we are at the finish line. Today is a major stepping stone in our lives, and I am very proud to say that I was able to make this journey with each and every one of you. Before I move on, I would like to thank the people in our lives, and specifically my life, who have made this journey possible. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for being by my side and always supporting me no matter what. You've helped me get to where I am today more than anybody else, and I couldn't be more grateful. I want to thank my grandparents for always giving me helpful advice, and when I needed it, and for having a huge impact on my personality. Thank you to the teachers who have nurtured us on our journey to success. Thank you to Mrs. Halsey and Miss Lisa for being our school moms and our biggest fans. Thank you to our class advisors, Ms. Marone and Ms. Martinez, for dealing with our drama every day. And finally, thank you to all the friends that we've made over the past 4 years. Without you, we would not have been able to get through the hard times, and we wouldn't have had someone there to celebrate the good times with us. I'd now like to ask for a round of applause for the people in our lives that make life worth living. Thank you. Time is curious. It is one of the only things that we can't control in any way. In my opinion, the present is the most difficult concept of time to grasp. Most of us spend our lives dwelling on the past or dreaming about the future. However, no one takes the time to worry about what is happening right now. You may think my speech is happening right now, but in a few moments, it will have happened in the past and you will never be able to revisit this moment. This is why the present is so important. It moves quickly. All of us have heard the expression, time flies. I don't think you could sum up time in any other way. If you waste your time in the past or future, you will never be able to cherish what is happening right now. This lifestyle of not enjoying the present leads to mankind's biggest fear, the fear of time running out. Life is a miracle, and it is a shame if you are not able to enjoy it. If you take anything away from my speech today, take this. Learn to love and accept what is happening at this exact moment. Only then will you be able to live life to its fullest and be a happier version of yourself. Even though it is important to live in the moment, it is even more important to have dreams. Dreaming helps you set goals. These goals are what drive people to wake up and do what they love every single day of their lives. I cannot stress to you how meaningful dreaming can be. I encourage all of you to focus on what you want. You may know exactly what you want, or you may be completely clueless. Either way, focus on what you want and make it happen. That is the meaning of life. Make your dreams come true. Some people believe in luck or karma. However, it is only the general will of dreaming that will make them come true. We are all about to enter a new chapter of our lives, whether it be attending a college, serving in the United States military, or entering the workforce. As we enter this new chapter, I urge you all to keep dreaming and keep working towards your goals. Time is one of the biggest concepts in our lives. The past defines us, and the future keeps us moving forward in hopes of an even better tomorrow than there was today. I'd like to leave you all today with a quote by one of my favorite authors, Blake Crouch. I'm excited. I know you are too, and maybe you're also afraid. But that's okay. Fear means you're alive, pushing boundaries. No adventure without fear, and my God, are we all on the brink of one hell of an adventure. Congratulations to the class of 2017, and always remember to keep dreaming.
Thank you, Nick. In recognition of your outstanding academic achievement, we ask that you please accept this trophy. It is now my distinct pleasure to present the valedictorian of Hampton Bays class of 2017, Eric Morris Heath. Eric will be attending Stony Brook University this fall to study applied mathematics. We have reserved seating area, it looks like. Mr. and Mrs. Morse-Heath, can you raise your hands? Oh, there's Mom. Okay.
Once again, I would like to offer my greetings and thanks to all those here today that made this commencement possible. First and foremost, I would like to welcome my parents, for that matter, all the moms and dads that have guided us for this very special moment. Seated behind me are all the professionals that make our school community an outstanding place for students to grow to their distinctive talents. Inside the last student speech, I would like to thank everyone here today on behalf of the class of 2017. This celebration is special because we are sharing it with all of you. Personally, I would like to say that time never really seemed to go by quickly. It would often surprise me when others felt differently, as it always appeared to me that time passed at a snail's pace. However, after seeing you all here now, dressed in caps and gowns, time really did fly. It doesn't seem that long ago when we entered the high school as freshmen, wondering what new experiences awaited us over the next 4 years. And now, here we are as seniors, ready to move on to the next phase of our lives, whether it's college, the workforce, or the military. Looking back, throughout the past few years, we've each been able to grow and develop as individuals, thanks to the teachers, friends, and family that were standing behind us along the way. They provided us with the determination to keep pressing on, regardless of the situation we were in. I know that my parents were with me every step of the way, never failing to provide me with their endless love and encouragement. For that, I thank them from the bottom of my heart. In addition to those that have supported us, I believe that the clubs and extracurricular activities available here in Hampton Bays have brought us opportunities to let our talents shine and passions develop. Perhaps we were able to show our prowess in music and the arts and auditorium, our athletic skill out in the courts and fields. Or maybe we were able to show a deep understanding of technology and programming through the robotics club. For instance, I was able to continue to develop my trumpet playing skills with help of Miss Halsey and the band program. Throughout the years, we played a lot of pieces with a few tough ones here and there. This year was especially memorable, as we played pieces such as Fiddler on the Roof and Nick's fantastically composed Pirates of the Caribbean. I'd like to note that whenever we practiced Nick's piece, there wasn't a time that went by where Miss Holly didn't tell us to play an F sharp instead of an F match. I share with you her fair share of headaches. That aside, I thank you, Miss Holly, for making these last few years of band an unforgettable experience. I'd also like to talk about our Key and Leo clubs, through which I've been able to help all kinds of people. Other students and I have had the pleasure of providing service, such as raising leaves for senior citizens around town, setting up food baskets for families in need around Thanksgiving, and Christmas caroling for senior citizens, even if our singing in this case wasn't the greatest. Trust me, there's a reason why I joined band instead of chorus. As a result of these service activities, I developed a passion that I'll continue to have through college and lucky the rest of my life. For that, I thank Mrs. McCauley and Mrs. Valenti for providing us with these opportunities. On behalf of the entire class of 2017, I would like to express our collective thanks to those that have made a difference in our lives and taught us to make a difference in the lives of others. Now, there's another topic I would like to discuss: perseverance. These last 4 years were certainly no walk in the park for me, and I imagine it was the same for every one of you. There have been bumps in the road here and there, big and small. I know that a big thing that gets in the way for many of us is time. We want to do all these things that interest us, but it seems like there's never enough time to do them. For example, it's definitely not easy when school is over at 2 o'clock, but you won't even be home until later that night. Either sports, play practice, or robotics build, or a service commitment we've made. And this doesn't even take into account any homework that's to be done afterwards. No matter the size of the obstacles in our way, we've been able to overcome them and are sick under this tent today. Of course, we still have much of our lives ahead of us. There will continue to be challenges and obstacles that stand in the way. Some may be easy to overcome, while others will push us to our very limits. No matter the circumstances, it's essential that we never give up, for only then can we be successful. In addition, never feel like you have to go it alone. Like I said before, there are teachers, friends, and family who are achieving each and every one of us on. Don't be afraid to ask them for advice. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to help. Moving on from dealing with challenges is also the matter of achieving your goals in life. All of us have some sort of goal we're striving to achieve, or perhaps even more than just one. For me, that's earning a degree in mathematics. What I'll do with that degree, well, I haven't planned that far ahead yet. Even if the goals change, never lose sight of them, because it will be incredibly satisfying in the end once they are achieved. Congratulations, class of 2017, and good luck with all of your future endeavors.
on behalf of Hampton Bays High School and all our faculty and staff, on behalf of your incredible academic achievements. Okay, Mrs. Morris, we need you one more time. Thank you, Eric. At this time, we have a special musical presentation, a performance by our graduating chorus members led by High School Choral Director Deborah Liso. Would our singers please come forward?
Brings an ending. Every day becomes a legacy. Every sunset leads to morning. The promise of opportunity.
For the stars we find along the way, dreaming as we learn to love every day.
Promise you will take my hand as tomorrow comes. We'll go on. We'll go on, growing closer through the years, moving on through the good times and the tears. Ever on the clouds and circles round the sun. Two can be as one. We'll go on. If you listen in the rhythm of each breath we take,
destinations undiscovered, revelations from every choice we make, and I know there are diamonds dancing in the sky. All we have to do is be alright.
Promise we'll walk side by side as the blue days rise. We'll go on. We'll go on, growing closer to the years, moving on through the good times and the tears. Ever on, the clouds and circles round the sun. New life has begun. The two of us as one. We'll go on, moving on through the good times and the tears. We're on, unraveling clouds and circles the two of us are one. We'll go
Thank you, Ms. Liso, and to our performers for a tremendous job. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would like to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Lars Clemenson.
So we love Mr. Clemenson in February when he calls with a 1-hour delay, so we can sleep. But we don't love Mr. Clemenson on a day where we have to postpone the celebration for an hour. But I thank everyone for still being here on what has become a beautiful day to celebrate the class of 2017. Congratulations to each of you under this tent, whatever role you play for these graduates, to our educators, kindergarten through 12th grade, for providing a first-class Hampton Bays education. To the parents and families and special guests, to those of you who served in the PTSA, PAPA, the boosters, to those who had a special place at the kitchen table, pushing homework and writing flashcards, who picked up and dusted off your kids, who uplifted and empowered them to achieve and to dream for the past 18 years. Congratulations to you. And to the class of 2017, our friends, you've done it. Congratulations on today's tremendous honor. I speak for all of us on this stage when I say it's probably one of the greatest honors of our lives to do what we do and do it in Hampton Bays. In this role, we get to be stewards that make Hampton Bays a special place to learn. So in preparing my remarks for today, I spent a good deal of time thinking about that honor and thinking about that responsibility, how to tie it all together for all the different groups who are here today for you graduates. I've been thinking about all we've accomplished together as a school community and all that's to come in each of your lives, and how today, under this tent, these two ideas collide right here. The past and the future is together in this tent. A good speechwriter, as Alex said, and Alex is a good speechwriter, may think of an inspirational or important quote when starting to speak to an audience. They may ask what moves you to action, what evokes a special emotion. What can that person find to share that would capture thoughts and feelings on this special occasion? So I went through that process as well. I Googled, I YouTubed, I yearbooked, but ultimately I Facebooked. And for those students here, you don't know what Facebook is because your teachers and your moms and dads have ruined it for them. Because they're on there now. But it's this thing on the internet. So this week on Facebook, I just want to share two pretty cool things that happened with the adults on Facebook. Yesterday, we did a roll call on the Hampton Bays Facebook page, asking all the alumni, whether they're near or far, to join in and congratulate the class of 2017. More than 150 alumni have chimed in to offer advice, to share a memory, to wish congratulations to this class. From as recent as the class of 2016, going all the way back to the Hampton Bays class of 1947. The message that was shared was similar. They were similar themes in that they were good wishes to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. But also a pride came through those messages. I read a pride in those messages because they believe, and they're right, that you're joining a very special group. You're joining a group of Hampton Bays alumni, a group of people who are proud of where they've come from. And something else happened on a historical Hampton Bays Facebook page that got me thinking. every day at 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. for the past 3 weeks or so, and sometimes it's 7, if these senior citizens are feeling crazy. A group of retirees and longtime Hampton Bays folks from near and far all across the country play a game of 20 questions. It's a fiercely proud group of Baymen, and they're rightly proud of our Baymen heritage, of our kind and supportive and productive community. And the question each day for each of the sessions is always a person or a place. And everyone starts guessing, and they start sharing memories from all over the world, but all related to Hampton Bays. And it inevitably starts up a conversation. Remember when this person did X on Main Street? Or remember when that family helped out that other family in need? Or does anyone recall this great business and how great they were in the Hampton Bays community? And all the questions are about community. And the memories are about people. People 50, 60, 70 years ago, people last month, and what they meant to others all these years later. So my message today is not a quote or advice, it's homework. Sorry, Alex and Eric and Nick will want that homework. There are a few questions to ponder before you're really gone from Hampton Bays. What kind of person do you want to be? In 50 years, at that retirement that Alexandra asked you to envision, when old people like Mr. Richard are on Facebook, remembering the old HB days, what will we remember about you and what you did as an adult? And I'm not necessarily talking about creating and owning the world's most successful business or curing cancer or making $1 million, although this class has the potential to do all of those things. I mean, how did you serve your family? How did you serve and pursue, like crazy, your goals? And how did you support your community? How did you treat others along the way? What kind of contribution that is either seen or unseen did you make in the world? So it's an open-ended question left to each of your interpretations. But the foundation is simple. How will you engage your life? But like Alex said, these big questions are not going to be answered today. They're not going to be answered tomorrow, or even when you're 19 years out of high school like me. They're to be asked every day of your life, and it will evolve and change because you will evolve and change. But these questions, like our Bayman community, can be a buoy marker for you as you move ahead on your journey. What's ahead of you is similar to a road trip. And just like a road trip, you're packed and ready to go. You have a plan for where you're going to go, but there will be adventures along the way. Your bags are packed with your skills, everything you've learned in the classroom. You made sure to pack your integrity, what you've learned from being on a team, as a teammate, or in a club. You can't take a road trip without music, so your culture is packed as well, thanks to what you picked up along the way in the performing and visual arts in the district. And if you have any friends who are in the culinary program, you've learned to pack a few snacks for the road as well. Seniors, your bags are packed. You're ready for the road ahead and everything that you will face. As you leave today, please never forget that Hampton Bays is your home, and you have every reason to be proud of that. Don't forget us when you leave, because the people under this tent will not forget you. We'll always be cheering for you, and we'll always be your home team. Congratulations to our graduates, and good luck with all that's to come. It is now my distinct honor to introduce to you our honored guest and commencement speaker today, the Honorable Fred Field. Fred represents us in the New York State Assembly and represents us as an advocate for public education, and more importantly to me, an advocate for Hampton Bays, and we're proud to have him with us today. Assemblyman Field.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon, everybody. First of all, let me thank the administration at Hampton Bays School District, the school board, the dedicated teachers that have done such a great job here in Hampton Bays, and most of all, the class of 2017 for inviting me to speak here today. Let me also thank the inventor of weather radar. The invention of weather radar made Superintendent Clemson look like a genius today. We heard rightfully stated, he is a genius. But we heard earlier from one of the students about the importance of time. What a difference an hour made in this graduation ceremony. Let me also thank the buildings and grounds crew for doing a great job. It was a monsoon this morning, and it looks great here today. They gave new meaning to the words draining the swamp. Thank you for all the work you did. In a sensible world, I would now congratulate the class of 2017 and sit down without further comment. I am sure the graduating seniors wish that I would do so. Unfortunately for them, we do not live in a sensible world. We live in a world far more slavish than ancient custom. Commencement day custom demands that somebody stand up here and harangue the poor graduates until they beg for mercy. The ancient rule has been, make the graduates suffer. I remember the day I graduated from Pearson High School in Sag Harbor 46 years ago. It was June 27th, 1971. I have no recollection who spoke to us that day, let alone what they said. I do remember that it went on forever. Luckily, the forces of mercy have made great strides since then. Superintendent Morris Clemenson has suggested to me that speaking for more than 15 minutes would be regarded as cruel and unusual punishment in violation of the 8th Amendment of the Constitution. He told me if I was to speak longer than that, several members of the varsity football team will mount this stage and forcibly remove me. Mr. Clemenson added that if I can finish in less than 10 minutes, he will buy me lunch next week. Morris Clemenson knows me too well. When I see a free lunch, I go for it. This will not be easy. Trying to condense a commencement speech into 10 minutes is like trying to conduct U.S. foreign policy with a 140-character tweet. Well, maybe not the best example right now. I've been asked to talk about things like stability, consensus, and critical thinking. This seemed odd that I would be asked to do this, since these are so often lacking in politics and government. Such a speech could quickly transform into political controversy in the current climate. Such a speech would also miss the most fundamental point about graduation. Today is about the graduates. Instead, I want to talk about how each of you graduates should approach life. If you want to be happy and contribute to a civil society and respect for everyone in it. I hope my words today reflect a view about life based upon my own experience that you will find helpful. As I look at all of you today, I can't help but see myself 46 years ago. While I can't remember the details of that day, I can tell you this without question. When I was in high school, I wanted to be perfect. I got up every day and tried to be perfect in every way. If there was a test, I studied. If there was a paper to be written, it was done. I smiled at everybody because it was important to be liked. I played varsity sports. Not surprisingly, I was the class president and involved myself in a whole bunch of school activities. Trying to be perfect was hard work. What it took to be perfect was always changing. It became harder and harder to be perfect because as a freshman at Cornell University, I realized that I was not the smartest guy in the world. Trying to be perfect every day became like carrying a backpack filled with bricks. How I secretly wanted to put that burden down. If you've been trying to be perfect in one way or another, then make today, when there are no more grades to get, no more classmates to meet, or terrain to be scouted, make today the day to put down the backpack. Trying to be perfect may seem inevitable. You are smart, ambitious, and interested in the world and your place in it. However, on one level, it's too hard, and on another level, it's too easy. To be perfect requires you to be constantly reading what the world expects from you, and to assume the mass necessary to be the best whatever. Those requirements are constantly changing. When you are smart and clever, you can read them and do the imitation required. but nothing important, meaningful, beautiful, or interesting ever came out of invitations. The thing that is really hard and amazing is giving up on being perfect, and beginning the work of becoming yourself. This is difficult because there's no roadmap to follow or mask to wear. Set aside what your friends and family expect, the messages the culture sends through advertising, entertainment, or the internet. Begin with the most terrifying thing of all, a clean slate. Then look at the choices you're making every day. Ask yourself, why are you making them? These choices are who you and what you are, and what you mean to be. This is the hard work of your life, to make it all up as you go along. To acknowledge the introvert, the clown, the artist, the goofball, the thinker, they are all inside you. You will have to bend all your will not to march to the music that all those great bays out there pipe on their flutes. These are the fashionable ways, the popular ways. If you listen close enough, the music is tinny. Instead, look inside. There lies the melody spun by your own heart. This is your symphony. All the rest are just jingles. This will always be your struggle, whether you're 18 years old or 63 years old. I worked hard to get my law degree. Some had said it was a license to print money. I thought there had to be more. I chose public service. Some said that I was nuts. I'm not nuts. I'm happy and successful on my own terms. Success must be on your own terms. If it looks good to the world, it does not feel good in your heart. It is not success at all. Remember the words of Lily Tomlin. Even if you win the rat race, you're still a rat. Look at your fingers. Each one is crowned by a design that is completely different than anyone in this crowd and anyone in the world. They're a metaphor. Each of you is as different as your fingerprints. Why in the world should you march in lockstep? Lockstep is easier. Nothing great or good ever came from it. Imitations are redundant. In the lifelong struggle to find yourself at one time or another, you'll get lost along the way. You are not alone in this. We parents have forgotten our way sometimes too. I say this as a deeply committed, often flawed father of three. When you were born, our glory was in thinking you absolutely distinct from every other baby that was ever born. You were a miracle of singularity, and we knew it in every fiber of our being. Parents are only human, and it's a very difficult job, the most difficult job of all. Sometimes you wanted things for you that you did not want for yourself. Sometimes you wanted those things for you because we were convinced it would make life better or maybe a little easier. Sometimes we had a hard time distinguishing where you ended and we began. That is another reason to give up on being perfect. Sometime in the future, you may want to be a parent too. You can bring your children the self that you truly are, as opposed to some amalgam of manners and mannerisms. You will give them a great gift. You will teach them by example not to be limited by the narrow expectations of the world that often demands that you color within the lines. With a spray of paint or the scroll of a crayon is what is truly wanted. Most commencement speeches suggest you take up something. Instead, I'd like to put down something, the bricks and the backpack, which represent the punishing quest to be perfect. Find the core of your being, the things that make you happy, your true self. Say no to the Greek chorus that thinks it knows the parameters of a happy life, but all it knows is the commonality of human experience. Listen to the small voice inside your head that tells you to go another way, your way. Robert Frost wrote, "Two roads diverged in a wood. I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference." It's never too late to be your best self. It's never too early either. If you are your best self, you will be happy and our world will be a better place too. Civility and respect are not legislated. Rather, they are the byproduct of each of us reaching our full potential. Now, it seems I've run past my 10-minute limit. Unfortunately, next week, I will have to buy my own lunch. So the class of 2017, this is my final message to you. there is no free lunch. Congratulations, class of 2017. If you're fine with school lunch, we can accommodate that for you. Thank you, Assemblyman Field. Your presence brings distinction, honor, and a really great message to our proceedings, and we're very grateful. Thank you for being here with us. As a token of our appreciation, please accept this plaque as a memory of our 2017 commencement excellence. At this time, I welcome our high school principal, Mr. Chris Richard, with a few remarks that he'd like to share.
There's literally only one time and place in the world where I get the last word. Primarily because I work with 640 teenagers every day. So I'm going to ask that you all indulge me for a few moments here. And I'm going to begin by talking about some accomplishments that I did last night. So before I offer any advice, I'm going to share a little bit and I'm going to brag. 22 members of this class will graduate today with a Regents Diploma with the Advanced Designation. 8 members of this class have achieved the Advanced Regents Diploma with honors, and that came through a great deal of hard work. By year's end, we had 16 scholar athlete teams with collective averages of 90 or higher. Also a school record, previously set by last year's class of 14. The colleges and universities all over the nation that have accepted the class of 2017 have offered you a record-setting $2,639,580 in scholarships and financial awards. This fall, you'll be attending some of the finest colleges and universities in the nation, including NYU, George Washington University, Penn State, UMass at Amherst, Roger Williams, Loyola, Embry-Riddle, and virtually every SUNY in the state, including Stony Brook, Geneseo, Buffalo, Portland, and Albany. Congratulations. We have one member of the class of 2017 that will serve his country in the United States Marine Corps, Sheila Durant. Please stand and be recognized. We know you're going to make us proud. This class had another career record for me, with 6 students achieving the status of Gold Awards and or Eagle Scout, including Nikki DiStefano, Julia Petrol, Vanessa Farrell, Annalise Romagnoli, Colin Loriano, and Gary Petrol. Congratulations. Research scientists Erin Murphy, Kaylee Katina, and Alex Mackles will continue the work they did here with Dr. Forsberg. And if you're interested in hearing more about genetically modified foods, tune in to 103.9 on Saturday, July 1st at 10:30 a.m. to hear Kaylee talk about her work and educational experiences. We have incredible actors and musicians. This year, Christian Padovan earned a team for his solo collab. On a less academic and more personal note, I will leave this year with some fond memories, such as taking home gold medals with the lads at Woodlock Pines Winter Olympics. I will miss attending concerts that are not only performed with precision, but composed by Nicholas Cole. Professionally speaking, I don't know what I'm going to do with all my free time next year. I won't have Kylie Springer invading my office with chatter every waking moment of the day. And something just won't seem right in September when I'm not having conversations about attendance with Randy. And finally, where will I be without Thomas O'Shea reminding all of us to stay classy? But most of all, I will miss your character, your sense of humor, and your drive to succeed. And now, a little advice from your friendly high school principal. Just a few minutes ago, Nick delivered a great speech and urged you all to focus on the present. But in order for that to happen, you must put down your phones. Instagram and Snapchat will bring you no joy in this world. If a phone causes you to miss a beautiful sunset, distracts you from an engaging conversation, or otherwise causes you to miss any one of life's important moments, you've been robbed. So I ask that you take Nick's advice. Be present in all of your endeavors. Replicate what you accomplished here in Hampton Bays. Set records, demonstrate great character, and live life to the fullest. On behalf of the faculty and staff at Hampton Bays High School, congratulations. We are very proud of your accomplishments and look forward to sharing in your future success. At this special time, ladies and gentlemen, will Superintendent of Schools Lawrence Clemenson and Board of Education President Rich Joslin step forward and begin the awarding of diplomas.
The words that you're about to hear between Mr. Richard, School Board President Joslin, and myself, and I'll ask the other 4 board members to stand with us as well, are a serious tradition among all high schools in New York State. Under every tent, on every football field, and in each auditorium across our state, whether it be last night, today, or tomorrow, these words are spoken to universally and officially turn these pieces of paper into New York State's authorization to call you a high school graduate. Principal Richard will confirm the readiness of each graduate to me as the Superintendent of Schools, and I will proudly verify to the Board President, Mr. Joslin, and the Hampton Bays Board of Education that the Hampton Bays Union Free School District has done its job, and these proud men and women before you are ready to graduate. Yeah! Mr. Joslin's assurance is to Albany, to our Commissioner of Education, and to the New York State Board of Regents, that each of the candidates here are certifiably and proudly a graduate of Hampton Bays High School. Let's begin.
At this time, it is both an honor and a privilege to present the class of 2017 to the Superintendent of Schools, Lawrence Clemenson, and to declare that these candidates meet all the necessary requirements for their high school diplomas.
As Superintendent of Schools, and with pride in the achievement, success, and obvious potential of each of our Hampton Bays High School seniors, it is my privilege to certify to Board President Richard Joslin, Vice President Kevin Springer, and Board Trustees Doc Capuano, Michael Dunn, and Liz Scully the eligibility of these candidates present, the class of 2017, for their high school diploma.
Now it's up to me. By the authority vested in me as President of the Board of Education, I am honored to declare that these candidates are eligible to receive their high school diplomas from the state of New York and the Hampton Bays Union Free School District, and are entitled to all the rights and privileges pursuant to their issue.
With pride and celebration in the approval of the entire Board of Education, Mr. Richard and I will begin the Conference of Diplomas along with the Board of Education to the class of 2017. Will Mr. Ferraro please join us at the podium to begin the Conference of Diplomas?
Hampton Bays class of 2017. Eric Morstila. Nicholas Holt. Alexandra Mathis. Brian Calderon. Wendy Moreno. Christian Adavan. Julia Jaconski. Brandon Ruiz. Hannah Getz. Miguel Alvarez. Emily Lowry. Joshua Alvarino. Amelia Salvatore. Naheem Amos. Juliana Sanchez. Juan Arango. Julia Petrol. Jennifer Alvarez. Juan Arias. Lucian Alvarez. Mateo Ariza. Tiffany Prentice. Joshua Olbeck. Sarah Ernst. Armin Gander. Darian Calderon. Kyle Percasso. Marcela Campos. Christopher Boyer. Maria Cardenas. Zachary Groshman. Thomas Burke. Andres Campos. Kaylee Patino. Edward Cavallo. Highland Church. Kevin Castro. Kaylee Simpson. Michael Del Rey. Madeline Cooper. Sean Cooley. Nicole Copenhagen. Christopher Downs. Stephanie Cruz. Julian Durant. Jesus. Michael Fargo Jr. Tyler A. Consola. John Ferguson. Nikki DiStefano. Ryan Ferguson. Jonathan Galeas. Courtney Fava. Alex Gamboa. Andrea Garcia. Kenneth Giron. Adeline Barnett. Joel Gomez. Daniela Gomez. Herbert Granados. Skylar Camola. Gabriel Romano. Raul Guevara. Fernando Guevara. Lindsay Mombana. Anthony Gutierrez. Juliana Gutierrez. Andrew Hoffmeister. Jenna Haynes. Jesse Haynes. Chloe Haynes. Jason Buzo. Maria Martinez. Antonio Cup. Ruth Mejia. Colin Floriano. Diana Mendez. Randall Rayburn. Christian Loaiza. Dana Montoya. Johan Lopez. Rachel Moscato. William McLean. Aaron Murphy. Tyrese McRae. Reina Navarro. Jefferson Mendez. Victoria Nikolova. Alexi Morales. Ivana Ocampos. Juan Munoz. Alexis Ochi. Johnny Muller. Gustavo Nunez. Alejandro Ochoa. Christina Pascal. Emric Ortiz. Orly Perez. Adam Ortiz. Somi Perez Perez. Thomas O'Shea. Augustina Cthulhu. John Palacios. April Rodriguez. Joey Pineda. Annalise Romagnoli. Nicholas Velez. Nicole Salas. Andy Pena. Louis Lucio. Keisha Samuel. George Ramirez. Camilo Sanchez. Brian Barrios. Kaylin Schultz. Elvis Rojas. Rachel Smith. Samuel Ruiz. Carla Solano. Jonathan Sacco. Tatum Thomas. Felipe Salazar. Stringer. Kevin Stringer, Vice President. Andres Salgariaga. Andres Sandoval. Andre Sandoval. Catherine Toledo. Colin Smith. Dayanara Torres. Benjamin Sachs. Cindy Kitimitika. Brandon Soto Araya. Michelle Urbana. Gary Tetroff III. Maria Valencia. Angel Vaquero. Iris Valenzuela. David Vargas. Brianna Wiles. Dario Vasquez. Franklin Villava.
Thank you, Superintendent Clemenson, Mr. Joslin, and Board Trustees, and Mr. Ferraro. And congratulations to our new graduates. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your participation this morning in our joyous ceremony of academic success. I now ask that you all please rise as the high school and alumni band performs our alma mater. And alumni band members. At this time, Assistant Principal Eric Ferraro and Senior Class Advisors Michelle Marone and Melo Martinez will lead the class in the traditional turning of the tassel. Class, as you move your tassel from right to left, I declare you graduates of Hampton Bays High School, and these proceedings closed. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as the guests on stage and then the graduates exit during our recessional. Thank you.